Hey there everybody, welcome back to the channel. My name's Chris, and today we're back with more Starters Order 7, a jump save in the UK. We have booked a bunch of races. I do know that I put Totality in a 2-mile grade 1, which I feel is kind of dumb. I'm wondering if I should put her out to stud or not, because I don't feel that she's gonna be a good racer. I just don't love that race. Lei Fu's race, I think he's going to struggle in, but he might be okay. I feel like we're probably going to get bullied by a lot of horses in these races. I don't feel we're that good. Our breeding's getting good, and kind of will be good. But yeah, I totally see Totality in the barn rather than racing. Maybe Sally Sugar as well. Maybe Farhana, Greta Elegance. Who knows? Well, yeah. When you click through too quickly because you're thinking of something and you're not feeling well, having a bad day for your mental health and your physical health is way worse than that. Um, yeah, I don't love that run. Longer than 2-1. Yeah, probably 2-4 somewhere. I don't mind that. I almost just skipped again. Now I'm forcing myself to go slower here. Yeah, things have been a bit up and down lately. Let's say mental health, a little bit of a struggle. Physical health, dealing with heat, major struggle. All those years in Texas in the aircon did not um, prepare me for UK in slightly warm weather. It's different. It does hit different. So, yeah. Okay. 3 meters. Wow. Yeah, I mean, sure. 3 meter Unibet Irish Gold Cup, Class 1, Grade 1, 5 rows for chase. Whoever starts at the front's going to win. It's only a 3 meter race, right? Well, that ain't us. Earl's Medic Plan could be the winner. Could 100% be the winner. Savage Jinx is going to go to the front with Trump's Dare. And then Dashan Nani ourselves. And Illustrious Living towards the back. I like that horse. I think you'll see that come up later. Arizona Jenny, Fearfully, Riviera. I don't think are amazing. Okay, I just want to make sure we were sped up because it looked like it slowed down a touch. Okay, we will not see Illustrious Living at the end of this race because they are a faller at like 5, I think. We're over a third of the way through right now, just under half the distance left to go. Oh, excuse me. Yeah, I don't feel particularly well, but I'm recording anyway. Schedule's been a bit messed up because of it, but we are trying to persevere a little bit. Daily updates, daily videos is still the goal. We're just struggling to hit our regular scheduled video of 1 starters orders and 1 tennis manager per weekday. Um, yeah, we started doing okay. We were jumping okay. Fearful Riviera also fell. That now puts us at the back and distancing, and there's still like a mile left to go. My money is on Earl's Medic, who's just currently moved up into second in the red and white stripes. Um, and that's why. Yeah, Trump's Dare wins. Okay, Trump Dare wins. Earl's Medic Plan not far behind. And yeah, we were miles away. Off to a great start. Sally Sugar 9th, Lei Fu 5th, and one of the other one we didn't even run because it would have been brutal. It's a teenage odds. Did I add everybody to the barn? Not to the barn. Did I put everybody on the list? I think I did. Good. Right. Just want to make sure. I can't remember. Taunton. Oh, don't click so quick. Don't click so quick. Why am I clicking so quickly? So I'm not thinking, and I'm trying to do too much at once. We win. It's a quarter of a length. It's a nothing race. It doesn't really matter. None of these are going to have any real significance. So Farhana, grade 2. Distance might be okay. I'm not really sure. Might be okay. Grade 2, probably way above Farhana's ability. There's a 2 mile, 1 furlong game spirit chase class 1 grade 2 for 5-year-olds and older. We're going to start at the back. Get a nice little jump to start with. And the first jump is right there. Everybody clears. Not an issue. Gatewood seat up to the front. Stagecoach Damman at the back alongside us, and Flemmy Hemi Book. After policy killing fictitious softly. Iris Mary Viking ruler seeking magic. Imperial Sun breaking up now into second place. We're up on the inside of the pack. We've got a decent run here in us. If we can get the jumps right, we might be okay. But Gatewood seat is still out in front and looking quite comfortable. A mile to go. Jump number 8. Some of those horses did not jump well. Look to be falling back a little bit. We currently sit in 5th. Poor jump there at the 9th. That's not going to help us. We're still back in good position, but any good things that we had are probably done now. And there we go. We're starting to fall off. Farhana now is last. Stagecoach Darman has pulled up with an injury. Don't know why I'm slowing down because we're like all the way back there. We don't care about who really wins this race, but it's going to be a fictitious softly. Yeah. Poor runs. Abysmal runs. Little novice. Can we win a little novice? Probably. Like, there's no real benefit to winning this, but that might be why we come down the chute, down the side of a mountain, and there we go. We bottom out right into a jump. A dangerous jump downhill on the chute. Then a jump as soon as the chute ends. On this leg breaker of a course, Greta not doing too badly. Where's the last place horse? Oh, they're not that far detached. I thought they might be a bit further back. And then down this hill. And here we go then. Jump number 4. Coming up quickly. And we do okay. We're kind of in touch. It's a poor jump there. Then a solid jump. And we are running decently up the hill. This sweeping turn. And we're going to come right back round again. 3 furlongs from home. A couple of jumps left. There's 7. Up to 8. 3-way tie up the front with the Blue Silks. Caras Verglas, Sheila's Gardena, and Mardeo Ghana. We are in 4th, outdoing Inugu Sundance. And half a furlong from home. We're doing okay. We're keeping ourselves in contention. But up the hill, climbing for the win. Sheila's Gardena will take it from the 2 Philip Hobbs riders. And then Greta didn't get a good run there. So, yeah, that's a little bad. Teenage Odds won. And then everybody else has kind of run poorly so far in this one. But yeah, I don't think we're amazing horses in general. I think that's the issue. We're not really fantastic horses. Sally can run again. got a really terrible jockey on Tartan Durham because I didn't pay attention when booking her next race. So I found the same day as his and hijacked the jockey, which means we get a terrible jockey for the Ascot Chase because Ilmi is dumb me. uh, okay. I don't even want to watch. I don't care. I'm done. Brain done. Yeah, you're not gonna win races. You're not gonna win races. You're not gonna win races. Just all the girls in the barn. All the girls in the barn. We're breeding and we're just moving on to the next level. I've got some transfer horses here. I've got another transfer list. I've probably got 2 more years full of transfer horses that I can bring over, like, from the other game. So I think I'm just gonna do that. Just gonna do that. We at least should get some good horses out of this. We'll have 10 good yearlings this year, plus what we bring over. I feel pretty good moving forward about where they're all going to be. Now, Teenage Odds is just not a good-looking horse. I don't feel like that's worth persevering with. Leifu is 10 and doesn't even look great and probably not worth breeding from. So yeah, Malibu Sun at least looks like they can win a race, and Tartan Jury looks like they can win a race. They can also go into the breeding barn. They can also do stuff. But yeah, this to me is kind of what I think. Now, do we test you? That's my question. Do we test you? 2-4, grade 2, and then the Ryan Air Chase for Tartan Jury. That kind of feels like to me something that makes sense. So, yeah, I've just decided we're going full breeding. We're going to bring over all those horses next year, all the yearlings, 2-year-olds, 3-year-olds, whatever, that we still got. I'm going to put some in the breeding barn for next year, probably replacing some of these that probably aren't actually that good. And we'll have a few that we can race, but it's going to take a year or two to get this save really up and running. But at least the schedule's good. We know that. So we feel pretty good all in all about that. So stand side rail has deteriorated. Okay, well, we'll stick to the inside. That's fine. We got slot number 2. What a good horse. What a really good horse. Yeah, we've got a shot here, I think. If distance is right, we've got a shot. I just don't know if distance is right. I don't know if going is going to be right. But 2 mile, 4 furlong, National Spirit Hurdle. A little grade 2, a little step down. But I don't hate it as we come down and around this left-hand turn. Little tight turns. Now we start to climb. First jump, good. The rest of the pack also there with us. The trio from one stable, I'm guessing. Ithaca Lydia, Triangular Burn, and Pintura Heart. Behind Caprio Head, and possibly stablemate Simple Jim. And then right at the back, Valano Lyrical. Currently kind of sitting mid-pack. Jumping okay. Nothing good, nothing bad yet. Little sort of couple of decent jumps moving forward a bunch, but no real good jumps. Nothing that's really kind of taking that much of a bite out of the leader. Still no Caprio Head from Ithaca Lydia and Triangular Burn. Then us. Simple Jim is still running towards the back. Pintura Heart has fallen all the way back there. Vano Lyrical there as well. We're starting to make a little bit of a move. See if we can get up into third. That's a nice jump from us. It's a good jump as well from Ithaca Lydia. That was a great jump at 10 from us. That puts us in contention. We're still waiting for Vano Lyrical, that great, to come on through. They're making a bit of a move. And we're struggling. We are struggling. And we could be out of this. But another good jump keeps us kind of in contention. And this just looks and feels like it's too far, right? This feels like it's too far. Ithaca will take it from Valno, Triangular Burn, and then us. See, I don't really feel like that was... like that distance was right. I think we might want less. So, yeah, winning a grade 1, a 2-1. It was soft ground. It was in the rain. Everything else, I just feel... yeah. 2-2, 2-3, somewhere on there. We're probably good. It's got 2-2 with adaptability on Malibu Sun. And then just see kind of what our big races are. So there's a lot of flats, which I don't know why there's so much flat racing. 4-year-olds and above, like flat feature races. Once you've got any kind of flat form, then you can't race in them, so... huh. Okay, so the back end of the schedule, there's like one grade 1. When we move up to 2-4, I guess that's where all the races are. But there's very little at 2-1, 2-2, 2-3. That's interesting. Leave your feedback on that. Does that kind of make sense? I know we are kind of sprinted, but like 2-1. Maybe. It seems like really annoyingly few races at 2-1. Is it because of the age? Clarence House was there, so there's like one at the start and one at the end for Malibu Sun. I guess at this age, you're kind of looking for longer, so like 4-year-old. We got 1. Is there really that much of a dearth of racing between 2-1 and 2-3? Grade 1? Huh. That's maybe something to look at in the schedule then. That's maybe for the next iteration of this schedule before I end up releasing it, if MJ gets back to me and lets me know that's okay, then yeah, definitely something to look for and try and figure out. I could have sworn there was more than that. I think there's supposed to be more than that. I thought I added more than that. If not, then I guess I'm just gonna have to go in and try and find races that fit or adjust races. Perhaps some of those listed races I can turn integrated races or graded handicaps. Just as more quality races between 2 and 2-4. Yeah, doesn't quite seem right to me. Oh, okay. Well, I'm not sure what's going on here, but I just lost control of everything, and all of a sudden, there you go. Now we can speed. I know I can mouse out. Not really sure what happened there. But yeah, Tanjuri. What's this? The Ryanair Chase 2.5? I think for 4-year-olds and older, maybe 5-year-olds and older. Yep. It's just one of those days when you don't want to wake up. Yeah. Yep, yep, yep. Yep, 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 yep. Yep, 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 yep. Fell, pulled a muscle. Okay. I just. Oh. Yeah, I'm seeing more and more things that don't seem right in the schedule. And then the horses I'm bringing over that I thought, well, this is kind of the level we're at. Like, the level's gone up so much just because of how much more competitive the schedule is that now we're kind of out of luck here. We're kind of way behind the curve again. I'm not sure you're going to be ready for Aintree, which is fun. So yeah, this is kind of like the end of the old season, but because we're now moving January to December, there's just so much racing to be done. But also at the same time, we're nowhere near where we want to be. Yeah, we can't run. We can't run at Aintree. So we're going to run at Nakayama. I don't think we're going to run at Nakayama either. So, okay. Huh. Yeah, okay. Down to 2-4. Does that make sense? Maybe that makes sense. I don't know. I know we like 2-5. We'll probably be okay at 2-4. Trip out to Rickerton. I mean, really, this is just full send right now. That's kind of what this is. It's full send. If the trip kind of suits, it's full send breeding season. And that's it. That's absolutely it. Do I take risks on horses? Maybe I take risks on horses. I probably shouldn't. I'm just thinking now, should I just buy a bunch? Because it's not like we're amazing. Yeah, I also don't think there's a ton in the breeding barn here. I don't love the foreign horse options. I don't love it. So yeah, this just full send. I think this is just full send. Okay. Puncheston, a race that just was not on my list that could have been run, but 2 mile 4 furlong might suit this. The anti-power champion hurdle class 1 grade 1 for 4-year-olds and above on the green grass of Ireland. We will be the favourite. I'm not sure if we win. I don't know. Like I say, trip to Ireland. The horse just keeps falling. Just got injured. Just come back from that injury. And, yeah, not entirely sure whether 2-4 is right. That's a nice jump there, though. Jump 3 of 10. 28 mile an hour right now. Not terrible. I kind of want to, like, terrify myself. And watch this way. So Tartan Jury, we got Carousel, Enchantress ahead of us, and we can see Domino Mackenzie just to the left there up front, hidden is Dockside, and Musician Carrig as well. Now we can see Dockside. Carousel looks to be going over. Jump 7, we look like we're in solid place. Coming up to 8, you can see it here now. Everybody kind of clears. The 4 ahead of us. Oh, my God. Marjo Leon and Ocafranca Muguero. They're all going. Are we going? We are going. We are going really, really late. There's the final furlong marker. And not only are we going late, but we don't have any pace left in us. And it looks like we want more distance. Fighting hard not to come last. Up above Marjo Leon. Closing in on Musician Carry, but we won't get there. And that was an abysmal run at 2-4. Abysmal run. Like, what do we do with that? What do we do with that? Go down to hurdles, go down to 2-4, don't get anything done. I mean, I don't know. I don't really fully know. It could just be a bad run. Could be a number of things. All I really know is that we were never in it. So we were picking up towards the end. So I'm thinking 2-5 might be better. but at the same time, we'd be so far back. Now, we've won a grade 1 in the other save, so this should, mean that we're kind of a grade 1 horse in this. Except it doesn't always work that way. And I am well aware. So, don't trail. Challenge earlier. And we see. we see. Okay, Rickerton. Got a French horse, got a bunch of Irish, a bunch of British, 0 domestics. On the Grand National Hurdle, 2 mile, 4 furlong, 110 yards. Class 1, Grade 1. We're here on this near side. Gonna move towards the back, so I've said, don't be dead last. Don't be detached. And challenge earlier, so we'll kind of see, but it's a huge field. It's like 23, 24 horses in this. Accordion is out in front, then there's a metric ton of horses behind that. We are just off camera. We're on the outside, so we can come up and kind of make some room if we want to. We're going to have to run through some horses maybe in the field a little bit. We do clear that one. I wonder if this is going to be interesting. The final mile, you can see all those horses to the left of us. As we're closing on down, nice little jump at 10, rounding this bend. Up to about 6th place or so, very close to the horse beside us, running as tight a bend as we can. And horses going either side of us. Horses are going, 2.5, down to the final 2 furlongs. Tanjuri, currently finding ourselves now in like 9th place. Now getting up, now getting into it. But it will be an 8th place finish. It looked so good for like a couple of furlongs there. It looked really good for a little bit. Stayed on. Yeah. Okay. Do we want to maybe try higher? There's nothing at a mile, 2 miles 5, right? There's some grade 1s and stuff, but what do we got at 2.6? I'm sure I added these races in. There's so little on this schedule. I need to double check the schedule. This does not seem right to me. This 100% does not seem right to me. Yeah, that's kind of brutal. Gotta be honest. I'm not expecting to win, but I'm expecting to be like somewhat competitive, 4th, 5th, maybe in some of these races. And we're not even close. We're pretty much just always the worst horse in the entire field. It's such a big step backwards from where we were. I was not expecting that. And then Malibu Sun to come out and win a 2-1, and then to realize, well, you've got 2 races to run, basically. And that's it. It's kind of a nuts scenario. Maybe we run you there. Yeah, comments and suggestions, please. Please. But when I was building this, I had a lot of races at a lot of different distances. And now looking at it, it doesn't look like there's anything really between, 2 miles and 2 miles 4. Like anything in between those two doesn't really exist. And then anything between 2 mile 5 and 2.7 as well doesn't really exist. So you've got races at 2.4, a few at 2.5, and then there's a few at 3. But like these are horses in their prime, and there's just nothing showing up in the schedule for them. I'm really, really puzzled by that. I don't know why that would be. 2 mile, Tingle Creek Chase. Let's get that back up. Malibu Sun in second place, jumping okay to begin things. We got Aspectus and Class and House at the back, inside to Iris Mary, up to Atraf Start, and Fictitious softly alongside us at the front, but we lead the way. A little over a mile and a furlong left to go, and that was jump 4. So we are now a third of our way through our jumps. 6 is quick, 7, and then finally here 8, 9, 10. We round this turn. Half a mile. Horses that are going to come from the back are coming now. We jumped that pretty well. Climb the hill. 2.5 from home. Malibu Sun is going. Jumps that okay. Decent jump from Aspectus. Gives itself a bit of cushion there in second. Doesn't really eat into our lead too much. Malibu Sun climbing. Fighting. It flattens out. We still got a furlong and a jump to go. Not great from us. Aspectus with a great jump. Fictitious softly is unseated. Atraf Start is now running through. And I don't mind this. This is kind of what I'd expect in some of these races. We should be close, if not there. We did fade over 2 miles. Picking up towards the end. Yeah, we won't probably 2-2. We can probably do 2-1. But not amazing. They will go in the breeding barn. And I think my next 2 seasons breeding is going to be Tartan Jura and Malibu Sun. The John Durkin Chase. 2-4 then. Possibly the last race either of these is going to have. And Tartan Jury does go into the rear pack. Jumps okay at 1. Okay at 2. Nothing too crazy. Midris Owls and Saraba Margate are good there. Up near the front, Bumblebee Brian right behind them. Ballyhook and Mittens in the gap. So first 3 were jumped okay. 4th was a nice jump. But now we do kind of lose all that momentum and move towards the backwards part of the pack. And in fact, we're going to struggle to get everyone on screen if any more issues happen. Not a great jump there at 7. And 8 sees us drop all the way to the back. We sort of sprint our way forward. We're getting ready, trying to maybe do a little something. But it just looks like the rest of the field are so much faster than Tartan Jura. so much better. They jump better, they run better, they've got more pace, they've got more stamina. Final bit here, Tanjura jumps really, really well. And because of those 2 or 3 really, really good jumps, is not going to finish last. Is going to come back and meet the field. And is going to finish 10th. It's not the worst in the world, but it's kind of, it's pretty bad. It is pretty bad. It is pretty bad. Oh, God help me. You got no extra speed. You barely got cruising burst. That's your issue. I'd like a little bit more of both for you as well, but you're pretty solid apart from that, which is why you look like you can compete at grade 1. You just look horrendous. Yeah. 5th one fell. Can't even jump. Can't even jump. Boy. Boy. I don't know what to say about that. I'm really struggling with that. Yeah. So we've got a bunch of horses in this save. When the schedule looks different to the one I created at certain distances, we're definitely missing stuff. And not only that, but nobody is running good, even though they've got like solid bars and should be able to compete at like grade 3, grade 2 level. They're not. Modesta Bellini's been unseated at the second jump. We're in solid position here. We'll kind of see how this one plays out, but I don't hold a ton of hope for it. Caro de Macarena up front. We know that they run fairly well early on. Bilbao Josie up with them. Magnetic Waters, ourselves, and Blathen's Heaven just in behind. Back to Queenie's Alwood. Fearful Riviera drops off the screen. Calanda Mango has been unseen for some time. And now half a furlong. And 2 more jumps. Magnetic Waters is going. We jump really bad. And Malibu Sun just dies. Yeah. Oh, Magnetic Waters just like broke their legs almost on that one. And that's going to cost them the win, that final jump. Macarena takes it. And yeah, I was waiting for the last place of the runners. So yeah, that puts me in a really weird state of mind with these. But she's almost kind of what I'm looking for. 80% fill potential, young horse, cruising burst, bit of extra speed. I'd like 80. I'd like 80, 50, 80 realized as quickly as possible. I'd like a full finish. And we jump quickly, we just don't jump well. And that to me says probably more hurdles than anything else. I don't really think she'd do well in some of the bigger sort of fences or the chase races. Not really what I'm expecting. Besito Del, it doesn't look bad, but doesn't look like they got enough to race. Artful Talon doesn't look like they can really race. Low Cruising Burst, I wouldn't be fully confident on that one. Lacking a little. Yeah. I think maybe Grace Acree is good. Maybe. We know she's really close to what we want. So this gives us an idea, maybe, of what Stripe Me Blue is like, depending on whether or not we breed true or not. So, Gonfilia Spain. I don't hate it, but I really don't love it. We've got the 50% finish application. We've got 65 extra speed, which just doesn't help. Cruising burst is okay. Potential is like barely halfway and up to a 65. I just don't see them doing anything. We lost the extra speed here, which means maybe, just maybe, the one horse we've bred everyone with this season is like really low on extra speed. Potential was down, so maybe again, it's not a high potential horse, despite winning a bunch. Like, what did it win? 5 grade 1s, a grade 2 and 4 grade 3s. Did we roll really low with the best mare we had to breed? Maybe? Kind of what it feels like. Kind of what it feels like. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. I'm also tempted just to buy all the 3-4s here. Because they're going to be cheap. It's going to be quick. And they got grade 1s. Sires, which is something. Also got multiple horses from the same sire. And that could give us a little idea of what they're like. And if we like those stats, if we like all the horses from a certain sire, then we can just go breed from that sire. But for the low price of like possibly like 2 million to get like 10 horses or whatever this is. And you could get them cheaper if you just had more patience than me. But I don't have those patience in me right now. Okay, the first one anyone fought for. Huh. Anybody with a graded sire? No, really, no. We got one from this sire. I mean, damn, so yeah. We got one from this sire. And then we got a grade 2 dam to it. So maybe that does something. Probably not, but maybe. Is it 173 and change? Cool. Cool. Bunch of horses went to stud. They didn't come up in auction. This horse, I don't know. I don't know. There's nothing a 2-year-old, so it's going to stud. I don't know. Effervescent Destiny. Do we find something at auction? Do we find anything? Oh, it's so close. It's so close. It feels like possibly potential isn't great. Half a bar cruising burst. Extra speed isn't great. It's not bad. It's not bad. Like that one feels bad. That's Taster Hill, so we keep an eye out. There's another Taster Hill. Yep, definitely. You do not want to breed from them. That was a King's Fortune. Where's my other King's Fortune so I can compare? Livy Caprice. Not amazing. Okay. My other Colt. Okay, don't love that. That's terrible. Oh, we bought 3 from Minigun, and how Minigun ever won a grade 1? I'm not entirely sure. Okay. No finish application. Low extra speed. But it's all gone into cruising burst. Um, it's interesting. It's definitely got distance and is interesting. This one's more traditional. That one's trash. And Grace of Cree is a slightly better version of Effervescent Destiny. Except you haven't got any distance. You've got all the distance and you're solid distance. Okay. Okay. Yeah, that's interesting. I think I bring these 3 in for sure. Then I need to switch out. I'll add some more in. We'll take a look at them in the next one because, like I say, things look a little crazy right now in this. But if we can find Grace Acree some racing, or if she can run at 2 miles, then great. I think that's what we're going to try. We'll just have to find the distance for these 2. And then we are moving horses into the breeding barn and a bunch of yearlings. So we'll kind of see how this works out. I'll run you through in the next one. But yeah, for now, just let me know what you think about the schedule because it doesn't look right to me. Does this seem right to anybody compared to the ones I uploaded? Do you remember from the video? Was it like really short on 2 mile ones and 2 mile sixes? So I really thought there was a big effort for me to put those in. Was there somehow, did I start this save with the wrong schedule? I don't know. But I do think the schedule badly needs to be looked at. And yeah, try and figure out the races from there. Because right now, what I'm seeing doesn't make a lot of sense. So yeah, let me know, comment section down below. Like and subscribe while you're there. Thank you very much for your patience. Like I say, this is all part of the testing. This is what I wanted to test. But I know at least the horses in this schedule are so much better than in the other schedule. And our potential to be great is also then increased because you're competing against the best, but you're also breeding from that pool to improve your horses. So yeah, I definitely think there's more playability in this. I definitely think we need to figure out where those races have gone and can we add them in and maybe start a new one. But I'm a bit loath to do that because it's too soon, but that's part of the testing process. So I appreciate your patience and your understanding, as always, along with your support. But yeah, check out the other playlists, like, comment, subscribe. Check out our memberships on the channel. And I'll see you in the next one where we continue our testing, I guess. I didn't think it was going to be testing, but yeah, this UK schedule still got a little bit more work to do, it seems. I think the US one looks a lot more stable. This one, not quite right, but hey, we'll get there. It might take us a little bit, but we will get there and get ourselves a really good game to go, especially since Starters Orders 8 seems to be delayed until Q1 2026. So January, February, March 2026. That's the latest update. I think last I saw, Mark had done 107 courses out of 139 or something. So he's motoring on, and that was like a couple of weeks ago. So he's, the project isn't dead. It is taking time. And he's also updating Starters Orders Touch in the meantime. They're getting a lot of the features which will be going into Starters Orders 8 as he's kind of developing them and testing them. So that does slow down the process for a new game. So we're going to try and make this one as good as we can for as long as we can. But yeah, until next time, thank you very much again. I apologize. And hopefully we'll do better. Until then, take care, stay safe, all the very best to you. And I'll get these schedules up as soon as I can. Once they're working, once they're in a condition I'm happy to release, and once I get the okay from MJ. So, see you guys then.